Check, check, check. What's going on? What is going on? Can I get a mic check? You guys hear me well? What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Oh, I think I'm coming a little too hot. What's going on, chat? Test 1, test 2. We good? Juice Miss Judy B, we good? All right, hey, yo. What's going on, Furious Zone? Welcome to episode 15 of Fired Up and Furious. Yo, we're at episode 15. That's crazy. And I know it seems like we have like all kinds of things always going on. I think the week before we had the 10-hour stream, right? And this past Friday we opened up the new nightclub, the virtual nightclub called Furious Fridays Nightclub, which is gonna go on every Friday. So, yo, big things popping. What's going on here on Twitch? And me and Rage got something cooked up for. We got something cooked up, but we'll wait for promo time to do that. So hey, let's go ahead and let's bring in the host. Let's talk about this host, and then we'll bring in our guests. So you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bring in the host.
Co-host.
The host. Bring in the host, yo.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Your
You bringing
co-host.
hoes in here?
Jinky came on my stream.
There's some hoes in this house.
Jinky came on my stream earlier today.
Hoes.
In every
Different.
And I called her a ho-host. Earlier
No,
on
I
today.
thought you called Sable your co-host.
No, it was somebody. Somebody came on and I said, yo, what's going on? Big shout out to my ho-host. It was an accident. It was a fraudulent slip. Yo, so let's start. Let's introduce the co-host. Starting top right, Miss 360. How are you?
I'm good, guys.
What?
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am well.
Let's see your shirt. What shirt is that?
Oh,
Did you
okay.
make that one?
No, I didn't make this one, but this one's special because this one is going to charity. This is actually an Audio One shirt. I guess I could
Nice.
Shout out to
show.
Audio One.
It says DJ with a purpose. So.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if you guys can
Nice.
see it. DJ with a purpose.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
That's freaking dope.
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out
I DJ
to
for a
Audio One
purpose.
for the
Yeah, but what's your
promo.
purpose? What's your purpose?
My purpose is
For
for.
purpose.
All right. Next.
We'll go there later.
Next down
Get
underneath
chicks.
360. Savo, what's up? What's good? How are you?
What's good? What's happening? Twitch, Furious, everybody. It's good to be here. We got a dope ass guest tonight, so
Look
I'm
at that.
excited for
I'm
tonight.
super
man.
excited.
I know.
I'm feeling. I'm channeling my inner Bambata tonight. You feel me? So it's
That's
going
right.
down.
I see it.
So, and then we got, of course, the world famous DJ Rage. What's up, man? What's good?
What's crack-a-lackin'? Twitch.
What's
I'm on a flight right now. You know, I had to do it airborne
Oh
style.
my
You know,
gosh.
Nice,
mile high,
nice.
mile high.
You're
So
on a solo flight.
yeah, I'm on a solo flight. I'm flying to Guam right now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And of course,
Maybe.
we got a special guest for the week, Miss Vaughn Kiss. What is going on? How are you? How are you, Vaughn Kiss?
I'm good. We were just kind of chatting in soundcheck beforehand, and I was saying how it feels weird to say that I'm good, despite
Oh yeah.
it's the current situations and the pandemic and technically being jobless, but I am good. You know, I take care of myself. I at least am quarantining with my beautiful, amazing wife and my awesome dog Stellar. So
Nice.
you know,
How long have you been married?
it'll be 12 years in October.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow, it's been that long already?
I know,
Yes.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
I did stalk your Instagram. You guys are a gorgeous couple. You guys look so good together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's my best friend.
That's how it
Nice.
should be,
That's how
right?
it's supposed to be.
You got to marry your
Yep.
best friend, or else it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. What
Definitely.
they said.
I'm just saying yeah because I can't speak on it, but yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know. Anyways, hey, for everybody that's out there that's not familiar with Von Kiss, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
God, there's a lot. Well, obviously, since we're all DJs here, and this is what the focus. I'll say that I got my turntables in 2004. Bought them at Guitar Center, and then it was 2005 when I started like DJing in clubs and bars. Slowly but surely, it wasn't like I instantly had a residency or anything, but before I was a DJ, I was a go-go dancer, and being in the club scene and knowing promoters and knowing venues, people were, willing to give me a chance and like let me open to hear my sound, like how I was. So I got a few little gigs, and it wasn't until like 2006, like late 2006, that I started actually like DJing more regularly, like picking up gigs. So yeah, I mean, I've been DJing for 15 years technically in venues, and it was like 2006 2007 when I really like got more into it, got a couple residencies, and just realized that I could actually do this, and it's just gotten better and better from there, honestly. So I'm proud of myself for the hustle and the hard work that I've put in over the years, but I'm also 100% thankful to everyone who's helped me along the way, because you don't just do it on your own. You can't. You need to have connections. You have to have people teach you that, like, what to do, what not to do, like your mixing style, like you pay attention, you take notes, and you have, like, we all have DJ friends, so
Oh yeah.
if it wasn't for them, like I wouldn't be where I'm at, and you definitely gotta like shout out the homies. So my boy Yosef, he was the first one to take me to Guitar Center. He gave me my first few records, and he gave me needles. And because when I started, there wasn't Serato, so I was using vinyl in the beginning. And then my homie Chris Cuts, he gave me some records. Yep, and Fresh One, Freddie, like he.
I think that's a different Chris.
Yep.
Cuts.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Cut out here in San Diego.
No, they're out of San Diego.
Yeah,
It's
different.
a big shout out to him.
Yeah.
There's two. I know. Yeah, no. Chris from San Diego, like, he definitely gave me a bunch of hip hop records and gave me like some lessons on beat matching. And then Lavelle from Scooter and Lavelle, he actually really taught me like some things with like dance music and beat matching, like with dance, because it's like it's a little obviously hip hop and beat matching is beat matching, but it's totally different when you're rocking a hip hop set versus like a electronic music set. So yeah, shout out to all those homies.
That's dope.
Yeah. And
But here's the thing. What made you go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to Guitar Center and give me some motherfucking turntables. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. What pushed you to, because DJing, especially when you first start, man, it's not easy, man, and you're gonna be broke as fuck for a little bit. So what made you go, you know what? I'm gonna go get me some turntables.
Let me do this.
You know what? Honestly, okay, I've always loved music ever since I was like a kid, and I was the kind of like, when I hear music and when I hear other DJs mixing, for example, I grew up in the Bay Area, and we had some amazing DJs up there in the Bay as I was growing up. And They would do these like weekend long mixes for like, holidays and stuff. And, this again was back when they had vinyl. So when I would hear songs getting mixed together in a DJ mix, the first beat of the next song coming in, I would be like, I know that song. Like, I just always had like an ear for music and knowing like the first beat, because most people, if you go to a club, they don't know what song is about to play until they hear like the melody or like the vocals. So for me, it was literally the first kick, the first snare. Like, I was like, oh, I know that one. I know this. Like, I know that track. I know this is the next song coming in. I could hear it already. So I kind of was at a young age very aware of music and like the breakdown of it. And so from then I would record DJs mixes on the radio with my cassette, and I would constantly be like recording other people's mixes because I loved the mix, like the way they put songs together. So I was very into that, like the way DJs would set up their mixes and how they would go, like wordplay, transitions, like how they would go throughout. And so that being said, like just at a young age, it was kind of that DJ style was already something I was very interested in, but I didn't even think of being a DJ myself until fast forward, being a go-go dancer, DJing or dancing for DJs that were like well known. I've danced for like Deep Dish, Mark Farina, Donald Glad, like obviously Scooter and Lavelle. Like I had a go-go residency at On Broadway back in the day, so
On Broadway,
it was like all those big electronic DJs that would come through there. So being able to be on stage while they're DJing, it kind of, I think, just even like further fueled my interest. And then I just was so into music that I ended up buying like a keyboard because I thought that was going to be my outlet. I was like, oh, I could just mess around and like play some, like make music, but that wasn't it. And then it wasn't until I was really talking with my friend Yusuf, who's a DJ, and he was like, why don't you just get turntables? Like, I'll take you, you should try it. Because anytime I was at a house party and there were turntables, I was there. I was fascinated with the DJ. I wanted to know how to do it. So it's just kind of, I think, was just like a gradual thing. It wasn't like all of a sudden one day. I was like, it was just kind of like years of like building up to it, I think, honestly. So
Also, the love of music, right?
yeah, 100%.
That's where it starts. I think that's how we all did. I mean, it was like, it starts with the love of music.
Yep.
Yeah, for real.
Listen to Rage right quick. He looks like, doesn't he look like he's like a record exec on the plane, and he's like zooming in live on the plane and stuff. But yeah, I think I remember the first time I met you was a San Diego Deaf Town meeting when Dave brought everybody together. I think that was what 2011. I think it was.
That was a
long time ago.
That's when Dave told me, like, we were gonna put a team together in San Diego. It was Furious, me, Ashley. Then from there, it was like everybody else started jumping on.
Yeah, and then so Dave was in town, and then and then he had I don't know where we met up. We met up somewhere, and but yeah, and that's what I first met you. So as far as I know, you have experienced DJing in the San Diego, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas markets. Did I miss something? Do you have?
Yeah, right before the pandemic, I had a residency in Houston once a month, and then also in San Francisco once a month.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's nice.
But other than that, I've DJ'd in like many different countries.
Mexico, right?
Yeah, Mexico, Ibiza, Japan, Tokyo, Shanghai.
That's crazy.
Paris, Norway. Like I've traveled. Canada.
Because I known you as a drummer. It was drum and bass that you used to play a lot. A lot of the dubstep stuff. Yeah. And I remember I seen you a couple of times playing dubstep, and you killed it. Your dubstep sets are crazy.
When I was, that was like 2010 was 2010, 2011. I did a 420 party when like Redman and Barrington Levy were like the headliners, and they wanted me to do a like full-on dubstep set before they went on.
Yeah.
But I was playing more like that kind of reggae dub where it wasn't like super bro-y dubstep. It was more like perfect for like a 420 vibe, like bass, just like that low, cool little melodies and some vocals. So
Yeah, I can't remember. I heard you a couple of times playing, and I was like, damn, she's killing it. Right, her music selection is on point. It was. I can't remember. It was so many parties I can't remember, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So as far as the markets like here in I'm like the U.S. here, what are the differences as far as DJing in these different markets? Can you like
In the
speak on
different cities, basically.
yeah, the different cities? Like what's different in each of the markets?
In my opinion, and from what I've played and like experienced, San Diego is where I started DJing. So San Diego is like home for me. San Diego is where I'm DJing and I'll see all like the most random homies come through the club, come through the spot, and it just is like it's almost like a backyard vibe because it
Yeah.
feels like family, you
Yeah.
know? You see all the homies, like, and you can in San Diego for the most part, like you can kind of get flexible with your sets because the homies are in the building because like you have your for me like I had a good fan base out there so I could like push it musically and play stuff that maybe I wouldn't normally play somewhere else where I didn't know the people or the market or whatever. So I would have fun playing in San Diego. And I did play a lot in Hillcrest, you know, so I definitely had my gay crowd and like more kind of like divey spots, you know, not super bottle service, although I have played like bottle service clubs in San Diego, but it just was like more of a chill vibe. And then moving to LA, it's super different. Like LA is more bottle service. It's both. It's you could do the bottle service route or you can do the underground route where you could play some super dope parties that are just very like niche or you like the genres can go way far off of mainstream and those parties are super fun. So it kind of has that like full spectrum. And then in Vegas, from my experience, like it's very like commercial, top 40, like
You had a set to play.
Yep.
You had to play a certain way.
yeah, and there's like so many rules, and it's like,
Yeah.
honestly, I did get to play like some cool parties, like when they had insert coins.
Oh, that was a cool place.
Yeah, when they would, I forget what night. I think it was like Wednesday or something. That was fun. That was cute. That was good times. But,
Jesus, that's cute.
But in the casino though, like on the strip, it's like you guys already know.
Oh yeah.
You already know.
Yeah,
You gotta play a certain way. It's like if you don't play a certain way, if they find out you're playing a certain way, be banned.
You're done.
Or you get a call. Or you get a text.
Or like
or they actually stop by.
Or they actually stop by and they pull you off.
Yeah.
And they said,
well,
okay.
that hasn't happened.
Yeah,
no, that hasn't happened to me.
Yeah, gratefully, I've never been pulled, but I have been fired several times. But,
okay.
But I haven't.
What's
been
worse,
pulled.
getting fired or pulled?
I would rather be fired.
Pulled.
I mean, pulled, I'll be like, I think we're gonna fight if you try to pull me. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna react. But okay, so what do you have the most fun at? Do you have the most fun at the underground places or the bottle service type places?
Honestly, the underground, because bottle services, they don't dance, dude. They're all on their fucking table. Like,
look at my bottle. Look what I got.
Oh my God.
There are times where they turn up. I've seen it. I've played it, but like for the most part, it's so much harder to get them like to let loose and like just fucking have a good time and dance, you know. But
yeah,
the underground parties and the parties where it's like the underground ones they are fun, you know. People are going there for that type of music because it's so specific, you know. So they're there for a good time, you know. And in my opinion, I those ones are fun for sure.
I agree. Those are the fun ones. It's like a big house party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a big house party.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have anybody telling you what you to play. You play whatever you want, and they'll go crazy.
Yeah, but that's honestly, that's how I would feel. That's how I felt most of the time when I was DJing in San Diego, especially in Hillcrest. I started throwing a San Diego Pride party a couple years ago, and it just, it was so much fun. Like it was super, it was like this rewarding feeling because first of all, I'm a lesbian, and to throw my own pride party in a city where I started DJing, where I have a very big fan base who most of them are gay or lesbian, like, or trans or bisexual or whatever, like under that spectrum, to have them come out and support my event, it's like it's just so validating, it's so rewarding. And to have people come up and like be like, oh, thank you for throwing this party, like just to see the numbers, like, and financially it was a win, like it's just, it was a win-win situation musically, because I would book other DJs to come out and I'm like running around, like mingling with people, but like handling my DJs and just, you know, kind of making sure everyone's having a good time. That though that party is, it was just super fun, and so
That's
I
dope.
definitely missed out on it this year. But
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what would you say your most memorable one that you thrown?
The last San Diego Pride party was popping, but I think the first one I threw at, because it was at Park and Rec. The first year I threw it, it was out of control. Like we hit capacity so early, we couldn't let people in. Like it was just, it was packed, and it was the first one, so I was like kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was gonna say you're probably like going crazy.
But that one was really fun. That one and the last one. The two in between were kind of like, they were still great, but it was like I'm still getting used to it. I'm still like building it or whatever. But
yeah. That's your favorite gig of all time.
Well, for that party, I asked for that.
For
party.
that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But no, I have a few. Are we going there right now?
Well,
yeah.
Well, before we go there, I have a question. It's like, do you feel that you have to do like these major clubs, these bottle service clubs? You know, I mean, for the brand, for the career, do you feel that you kind of have, do you have to do those things, or no, you can just go underground all the time?
I think it's good to play the bottle service clubs because your name will reach people you wouldn't normally reach, you know, and generally they do have a bigger audience, you know, like sometimes the capacity of those clubs are like 1,200 or whatever, you know, so it's nice to play at that for that size of a crowd, you know. But then also I feel like playing more of the underground parties, you get more love, like, because if they went out to see a specific genre or style of music and you kill it, you will get people coming up to you like, where can I follow you, how can I hear where your mix is at, like what's your SoundCloud, like I get more interaction from people at the underground parties versus the bottle service. Bottle service, my name is on the screen, like they see my laptop, whatever, but I don't get as many follows on Instagram or, you know, people like trying to come up to me as when I'm playing a very more like genre specific party.
It's not as intimate, you know?
Yeah.
It's not as intimate because it's so big. You got so many people there. They're only there for one thing, you know what I mean? You want to get their drink on, and
yep, they got to show the outfit.
Yeah, show the outfit. Show I got a bottle here. Yeah, I got a bottle. Where's all my bottle rats?
Oh, I got a bottle rats.
Bottle rats. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think, like, in my opinion, you have to have a balance of both. You know, you got to be able to play you know, the bottle service, and of course, and your undergrounds, you know, and you know, if you're a DJ, you can play that. You can play Vegas. You know, if you're just well rounded, it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it's farther, super important to be versatile like that, and to be able to read crowds no matter what size, no matter what city, country, whatever.
Yep.
So it honestly, it's like a workout for a DJ. You know, it's like you put in that work, you you grow. It's just if you stay in one club, one thing, like for 10 years, you have no growth. You can kill it in that club in that city all day, all night, but like the minute you get
out
over somewhere else, what then? You know?
Yeah, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be like,
you get comfortable too.
Yeah.
It's you don't get that experience of being a well-rounded DJ. You know.
I do mainly quinceañeras. I'm like the quinceañera king. I like can kill a motherfucking quinceañera. It don't matter.
I love
TJ.
Logan, me too.
It don't matter. Mira Mesa. I'm getting down with quinceañeras.
I love doing quinceañeras. I get down on the quinceañeras too.
I have never done a quince, so
I've never DJ'd a quince either, but I love them. I've gone to.
You know what? Yes. I remember one time James. I don't know what he was thinking. It was we had something at the Balboa Park at the Prado, and then he had a private party like way out in East County, and then one over in the hood that was a quinceañera, and I was like, it was crazy, bro. We were going back and forth to all of them. It was insane. It was crazy.
One night? Or
one night. X-Ray was at the one at the Prado, but he had like 3 or 4 other people with them, and then me, James, and a couple other dudes were doing the other 2 all the time, all night long. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like driving from North County down to the hood, and then back up to North County to finish up there. It was crazy. It was crazy. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, because it was a quinceañera.
It was a quinceañera.
I was like, huh?
They had good food
Where
at
are we
the
going with
quinceañera,
this?
though.
Where are we going?
Where we
That
going?
was the best one. That's the best one. That was the quinceañera because they had good food.
Right.
The Prado had
they always
food
have
too.
good food at the quinces.
Always.
Yeah.
So, Rage,
Right on.
was your question about the most memorable gigs that you had?
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, that was well, I asked her about her party, but she said she had more memorable gigs that she had besides her club.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, as with 15 years of DJing, you're gonna have like a variety of awesome gigs that come through. And for me, as far as memorable goes, there's a few that stand out. One would be when I DJ'd at the Yost Theater in Santa Ana. This was like maybe 4 years ago. And they used to have a Thursday night party for 18 and up. And it was an EDM party. So the one that I did, I forget who I was opening up for. I think it was Miha. And so I did pretty much like a festival trap style set. So super bass heavy.
Nice.
But then dipped into like some like high energy EDM. And that it was packed. It was sold out. So I don't know. It was like maybe like 1,000 people. I don't even know the number, but it's the Yost Theater. So like it's standing room, you know, like the DJ's on a stage and then there's a balcony up above and the floor was packed all the way to the back. And I went in there and I just was like, for a long time, I really had my heart set on becoming like a festival DJ. And because I love dance and electronic music, and I was dipping into the festival trap because I'm like super into hard beats. And that set, it was like I had the audience, the crowd in my like the palm of my hand, because there was certain tracks where I knew when I dropped them, I'm like, if they react like how I want them to, like
you got them.
We got it.
Yeah,
and they did, and it was like sick. It was just like the chills, the like just that instant gratification from the audience, like the crowd, and they were just we were like right here, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And I think it was only an hour set, but it was just like
that's the feeling that a DJ gets.
Yeah,
best set. So that is one that totally stands out to me. Second would be when I DJ'd MIA's Coachella after party.
Oh, she
really?
got to meet MIA. That's so sick. She's so dope.
Yeah, and that was the year Kanye headlined at Coachella, so that was a while ago. But Do you guys know Rai Rai, the Baltimore artist
yeah.
from back in the day? She was like MIA's protege, and she has that song "Shake It to the Ground" but with Black Star, and she has a very unique voice. She's a rapper, artist. She's dope. So she was performing at Coachella that year, and my wife did her makeup, and we became friends with her. So we went to Coachella. My wife did Rai's makeup, and while we were like with our wristbands backstage, we saw MIA. And of course, since Rai and MIA, like they're, connected, because Rai was on MIA's label. My wife is a huge MIA fan, and when she saw MIA, she was like
fanning out.
I could just see it in her face. It was the cutest thing ever. She was like so fangirl. And so we got to meet her, and then she was telling us, MIA was telling Rai and us that she was having an after party and to like come through. And I was like, oh my God. And so we were like, all right, let's go to the after party. So we end up going to the after party, and Rai was like, this DJ sucks. It was I don't even know who the DJ was that was playing at the after party. It was like some white guy with like suspenders.
I was like, that was mean, man. That's a mean thing to say. You know what I'm saying?
It was, no way, dude. This guy, I don't know what he was doing. But
suspenders though?
Yeah, he was one of those like
suspenders are lit.
Maybe that's his brand. Maybe
I am
that's
not
his
mad
brand.
at suspenders.
Suspenders are lit.
You know?
Don't be hating on suspenders.
I like
Ain't
suspenders.
nobody hating on
but
suspenders.
it was like the clown suspenders, like his pants. Anyway.
Oh, well, then it was definitely furious. Then.
So you weren't digging my style of clothing choice, but was my music selection even good? I mean, come on.
You said the DJ sucked.
Oh my God! But you gotta clarify. Did you suck because I'm wearing suspenders?
He sucked so bad, I don't even remember what the fuck his name was. That's what
fucking
you said.
She sucked so bad that I walked out of the club.
Man.
Thanks, Von Kiss.
Oh,
He
that's
sucked
cool.
so bad that they pulled
Rachel,
him.
wow.
That's cold.
We're gonna bring that up. Yeah. Geez.
That's cold blooded.
Oh my gosh. Well, he was. It was like it's MIA's party. Like it was not at all anything near what I would think she would have.
She would want to hear, right?
They hired the
Right.
wrong guy, basically.
So Rai told MIA, she was like, "Hey, let my friend DJ, because I had my backpack with all my stuff in it."
Oh shoot!
So they were like, "Okay."
As you should.
This was back when MIA had her, like she was with her husband, her ex-husband, and then he's like, "Okay, like let me get you set up," and he's like, he's all, one rule: do not play any Major Lazer. And I was like, okay. Because MIA used to date Diplo or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
that's
I don't know, whatever. Like he just said that to me. But then I ended up rocking it for like, I don't even know how long I played, like maybe an hour. And then like there was like celebrities there, like Kristen Dunst and what's his name? The comedian guy, Aziz Ansari and
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some other people. But anyways, that was just like amazing because it was just so random. I was not planned. Like I just
That's so
got
dope.
given this like
That is dope.
random opportunity, and it was super cool.
That's so dope.
That's
And then-
What did the suspender guy say?
Are we still on the suspenders?
He
didn't care.
He was probably doing coke in the bathroom. I don't know.
Oh
he
wow!
didn't care. He was.
And I know you killed it too. I know you went up there and you just straight put the bass right in their face. I know you did.
I you know what? I'm sure I played like Baltimore edits and stuff because Rai was there, but like I honestly I don't even remember what I played. It was like, but it was fun. It was lit.
That is so dope. That's an awesome story right there.
That one was really cool.
That's fire. Question. Don't you produce music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you play some of your music at that party?
At that point, I wasn't really. I don't think I had stuff I was super comfortable like playing because this was This was what year was it? It's when Kanye headlined, so it was probably like 2012, maybe.
Wow.
Or something like that.
That's awesome. That's an awesome story.
But I should have though if I had some stuff in it, because I started producing like 2009, but I was baby steps with it. Like it was like experimental. I still didn't know what the hell I was really even doing. But, yeah.
Go ahead, 360. You were gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna like back it up like to the beginning. I mean, because you've got a lot of great stories of your experiences, but what was it like the first time or your first couple of times? Like, was it like super jitters? Did you do well? Just DJing, because it's like there's a lot of people are just entering or they're new and you know, they're either bedroom DJs or you know they haven't set foot in a club. But like when you first started at the club, like can you remember a time where it's just like super nervous, or do you still get nervous? I guess there's a whole bunch of questions here. Like,
yeah.
I guess number one, do you remember the first time that you actually performed?
Yes, I do. I remember the first DJ set I ever had in a bar venue was at Red Circle.
Oh shoot, Red Circle.
Get
so is
down.
that in San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that was the joint right there.
Yeah.
That place used to get so packed.
Yeah, that was my first gig, and it was all, I mean, like I said, all vinyl set when I first started. So
who was the promoter that you DJ'd for?
I was just about to ask that.
I feel like it was Kevin Brown, because he's still out there, he's still doing stuff, but I forget what the name of his production company is right now.
Okay.
But do you guys remember DJ Here Productions?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So like I used to go dance for DJ Here. So Kevin Brown was like he was a DJ too, and he would DJ house music. So he then eventually branched off when DJ Here kind of like they transferred over to the Twins, and then like I don't know if Kevin was still with the Twins, but then he started doing his own productions. So then, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that booked me at Red Circle.
Nice. I missed that club. That club was so much
fun. It was fun.
Red Circle was a bomb.
That was the bomb. They had that, you know, it's like an L club because like, you know, it goes in, then it goes to the left, to the side, and you had that other room over there. Man, I had so many I had so many drunken nights out there. I remember being carried out of that club, throwing up in the corner.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. That was like the beginning of those days when I was drinking a lot. It was fun though. It was hella fun.
It was good times. Yeah, so that was my first gig out. And I actually I have a picture somewhere of it, but I don't remember so much being nervous at that, but I knew I prepped for it because, you know, I was not going to go out there and like just wing it. This is my first time, you know, so I'm pretty sure I put myself together. But what I will say about the very beginning of my DJ career, one thing that really sticks out to me, it wasn't so much about being nervous. It was when I get home after the gig and then I run back in my head, my set, and all of the times where I fucked up, where I'm like, oh, why did I, like, you know, like I go back to, I'm like, damn, I'm like, you know, I get down on myself, like, oh, that was not a good mix when I did that song with that song, or like, like I would count back all the hiccups basically in my set and just be like, kind of like stressed about it. So that was my like experience in the early stages of DJing, for sure, was like running it back in my head, like, oh, the little hiccups or whatever, train wrecks that happen.
So 360 had that other question. So do you still get nervous when you get on the decks?
Not really. I get more excited than anything, you know.
Butterflies, jitters.
Yeah, like so now that we've been DJing online, I feel it's like this weird kind of comfort zone I'm in right now when I'm in my little home in my bubble doing my Twitch streams and whatever. But a couple months ago, my friend Angie V, who's an amazing DJ as well, she was supposed to DJ this Songs for Sad Girls event for this clothing line called Belladonna LA. And she got like a crazy allergy attack. So she was like, can you cover for me? Because she knows I could play that style. Because that style is like oldies, like, you know, it's called Songs for Sad Girls. So like those heartbreak songs, like oldies and like R&B basically. And she let me know like maybe 2 to 3 hours before the set. And I was like, yeah, I got you for sure. And so when it came time to like stream, I was taking over the Belladonna LA Instagram page, and they have a huge following. So when I do my like little Twitch streams or whatever, I would get like, you know, like 200 people maybe at a time. But for that page, I've seen it like 1,000 people watching. And I'm like,
yeah, she has following.
Oh yeah. But because we're taking over the Belladonna page, they just have a bigger audience in general. They have like, I forget, like 300,000 followers or something. So I was like, when it came time to do the set, I was like, I'm actually a little bit nervous right now because like I'm I'm stepping in for Angie, and then I'm also taking over someone else's page, you know. So like these people, they don't know me, you know, like I'm a newcomer in this little like world on their Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
So real talk, I got nervous at that first set. But I ended up like doing a great set, and they loved me, and now they started cycling me in to be the DJ for that night or whatever. So I just did like the last 5 weeks in a row for them. And now Angie's going to come back this Thursday, and then we're going to like keep rotating. So
that's so dope. You reached a lot of people from doing that. Like different people that never knew who you were, you know?
And I don't know if you guys know this, but like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I was DJing on the Songs for Sad Girls stream,
Snoop Dogg
came.
Yeah, someone just said that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that because I seen your post on your IG when you was talking to Snoop Dogg. I was like, what?
That was so crazy. Okay, sorry, I feel like I'm talking so much.
This is what it's all about. You know, this is what it's all about.
Okay.
Nobody want to hear from us. Trust me.
You're the guest.
Okay, well, that the night that I was nervous and that I did the first set for them, after the set was over, I was able to save, I think, like a 30-minute chunk of it to the IGTV page of Belladonna. So it got posted to their page, and then all the comments start coming through because people can rewatch it or whatever, you know? Yeah. And then I guess Snoop Dogg commented, and he like puts like some emojis or whatever. And the girl who runs the page, or one of the girls who run the page, she screenshotted it and texted it to me. She's like, oh my God, Snoop, like he liked the set, you know, or he commented on it. And I was like, oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. So then fast forward to whatever, 3 weeks ago when I was DJing for them, I put the last song on, and I was like, all right, you know, this is gonna be the last song. Thank you guys, like, for tuning in, whatever. And then my roommate comes up and he's like, Snoop's in the chat. Because, you know, when you're DJing on Twitch or Instagram, it's hard as hell to keep up with the comments.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We talk about that all the time.
You miss so much. So anyways, I would have missed it because this was the last song and I was ready to like roll out. Yeah. And then he comes up and he's like, Snoop Dogg's in the chat. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh shit, hold on. So I get on the mic and I was like, oh shit, like Snoop Dogg's in the motherfucking chat. What? I was like, what's up, Snoop? And then he was like, and then I think he was they were saying that he wanted to go live with me, and I was like, okay. So I bring him into the chat, into the live, and he was just like, yo, he's like, I love what you guys are doing. And keep in mind, I'm on the Belladonna page, so Belladonna is a brand, and they're a dope brand. But so he was like, he's complimenting Belladonna, but then he's also complimenting me as like the DJ for that vibe. And he's like, yeah, I love he's like, I really want to bring you guys over to the station and do a set for like the Boulevard Nights that we do, where it's like oldies and stuff. And I was like, I'm 100% down. So I still haven't gotten confirmation on that, but yeah, like he was complimenting my button up that I was wearing. Like he just was like throwing like hella compliments in the chat, and I was just like, this was really cool. That was a really dope experience, and to get like compliments from fucking Snoop Dogg was like, wow,
the shit.
Yeah.
So
that's dope. But isn't it crazy how DJing now that we're online, we're reaching a lot of more people than what we usually do, besides doing it in the club? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's honestly, I feel like it's creating so many more opportunities that we're gonna see results from once clubs and bars open back up, or in events. So I'm excited about that, but at the same time, I'm just living in this moment and just taking it all in, because the people who are tuned in right now, that's what matters. They're the ones showing up, they're the ones that are supporting, and I see them in here on Twitch, and so I'm shouting out everybody on
shout them out right now.
Shout out to my best friend Rosie, I see you. Shout out, hey, what's up, DJ Charisma? Shout out to Veronica. She's
Charisma.
Charisma is the homegirl.
Yeah.
Down. Shout out to Jazzy Faye. She she's just a fan and a supporter, and she stepped into this role of being a moderator for me, and she like is constantly telling people when they can watch me, how to and I never even asked her to do that. Like she just kind of like started doing it, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, what can I do for you? And thank you for helping me. Shout out to my homegirl DJ Jenny Pocket.
Jenny Pocket,
fam, right there.
Yes, fam. Let's go.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to everybody in the chat, because like it's you guys who are like making this possible. Like I feel the love. I 100% am so thankful after every single stream that I do, and it's been really uplifting for sure.
That's so dope.
Yeah,
everybody in chat out there, what's up?
Yeah, and I think I was talking to another DJ today that's not on Twitch, and he was. He's probably not watching, so whatever. So I was like, he was like, yo, when can I get on the show? And so I said, well, when are you gonna get on Twitch? It's like, so he was one of those DJs that were like, I don't know, didn't want to do on Twitch, don't want to do online things, and I think a lot of those DJs that are still, believe it or not, I feel there's some haterade towards us on Twitch. You know what I mean? And they just don't understand. I mean, they don't understand like you said about the reach that and the exposure and the networking, which is the most important, the networking with other DJs in other markets worldwide. You know, worldwide. And so it's like,
to be honest, I can't wait till this whole pandemic is over, and all the people that we're meeting online, and I know you're meeting a lot of people. I know you got some gigs that you can't wait to start doing, Linda, and it's going to be crazy. I mean, just the way we are right now, networking online, and people are just, they get to see how you are and get the DJ, and your phone's going to be off the hook when this is over.
Phone, emails.
It's going to be crazy.
No,
I got hit up today by a guy who really helped me out early on when I started streaming, about a DJ that he follows on IG, and homeboy DJs on IG and Facebook, and he's like, man, I've been trying to talk this kid into coming over to Twitch. Like, he's killing it on IG. Like, he's doing like 3,000 or 4,000 people on IG, but I'm trying to hook him up, and I like, where the money's at. And I was like, bro, you know, I gave him the lowdown, and I even shared Rage's thing, the little thing that says how to follow people on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? The little rule thing. And I was like, bro, it's the only place to be. You feel me? Like IG's cool, but they'll cut you
100%.
off. You know, you get dropped. Facebook will cut
we
you
all
off.
know
You
that.
get,
Well,
and he
there's
was
no
like,
community
that's what,
though.
Yeah,
well,
there's
and that's what he was.
No community, no monetization, no
His
incentive.
whole thing was like, he's just got so many followers there. And I was like, yes, but then you
They'll
promote
follow
on
him
those
over.
social, right, and
Yeah.
follow him over to
So,
Twitch where you can
yeah.
monetize it. You feel me?
Vaughn, well, I know you DJ'd on IG before you started getting on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you had a choice, you know, what would it be? IG or Twitch?
Me?
If you had, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Twitch. It's,
All the way.
Yeah, especially after getting partnered to get the
Right? So let me ask you this:
Start
did you get
digging
your
at the
first check yet?
emotes.
Not yet. It's coming though. It's coming.
Oh wow! When you
Yeah.
see
See
that,
my little
Oh, you
bounce?
still haven't gotten your first check? Oh yeah.
when you
It's
see that,
coming.
Everybody
You
that
think
got
you're
their
addicted
first check.
now?
Oh yeah. Everybody that got their first check in the chat
I
or that's
have.
been here. Oh yeah. It's I don't think I'll ever got a check if I was on IG.
Yeah. Oh no.
Right?
Well, okay. What you do get, or what I have been fortunate to get, is tips. You know, like Venmo.
Oh,
tips
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Cash App tips, and that started with IG. But now even being on Twitch, people will still also
Still tip you, right?
Yeah.
So, but honestly, Twitch, no fucking cutting me off. Like,
You're right?
Mhm.
Right? Speak on it. Speak
Dang,
on
she
it.
was-
Let's
she
go.
was all-
Let's
she
go.
Emphasizing that shit.
Let's go. Speak
Okay.
on it.
And then also, I dabbled with OBS. You know, you could do your cool little border. Although I know you can do that on Instagram as well, but it's just not the same because it's
Smaller
the layout
screen.
and whatever. But yeah, to be able to like decorate your space, your screen, and then to have subscriptions, so you get money from that. I still don't know how bits work, but whatever.
It's like tips. It's like a tip.
Yeah.
You know.
But is it money, or is it?
Yes.
It's actually
It
money.
translates to
It translates
money.
to money.
Really?
So
People
yeah.
go, they buy the bits from Twitch, and then they can drop them in your channel at like a tip. But it's
So like
each
It's
bit
less
is like a
than-
penny.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think like 100 bits is like $1.
Is $1.
Is
Okay.
$1. So if you get like
Yeah.
like
Easy
so
math.
yeah, so people tip you 500 bits, that's $5.
Okay. All
It's
right.
the new way. It's and buying instead of buying me a drink,
Y'all hear that, Twitch?
Yo. hit me with a bit.
Hey,
Drop
where's
them
Jazzy
bits,
Faye?
right?
Make sure
Right?
that you let your the chat know when you guys are in the room.
Right?
Plus,
Jazzy
it's
Faye is your,
fun.
your
It's,
mod, right?
It's
Jazzy
fun.
Faye will take care of that for
Yes,
you.
jazz.
Yeah.
Chilling.
it's just a fun way to support your favorite streamer. Plus,
So that
It's like
you can
making it rain.
design.
You know?
Yeah, you
Easy.
can design your own bits, and once you design your own bits, just like you would emotes, then people really want to use your bits to support you.
yeah,
Right.
you could design your own emote. And
Yeah,
I
at
know
the
you I
end
know
of the
you
month,
I know you
No,
have
I
a
was
lot of
just-
ideas.
yeah, I was gonna say at the end of the month, them bits add up, boy.
Shout out to
do.
Wildcat for the bits.
No,
See,
they
look,
do.
he just dropped some bit. He's right there.
There we go. We got some bits in there.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what else? What else?
Those little animated things with the number next to it is
Yeah.
our bits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I still am learning. I've been on Twitch since March, and I still don't know like.
You know, it takes a while for some people to get used to. I mean, like
Well, and then you have to set up a bit catcher too on your stream.
The tip jar.
the
Yeah,
tip
the
jar,
little
yeah.
tip jar or whatever, and the bits will go into it and fill it all up. It's easy. It sounds streamlined.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Mhm.
I
But
know. I still got some things I need to adjust on my page because I still have. I tried using the OBS Studio and doing like I made some dope frames,
Uh-huh.
but the lag I was getting from the video
Mhm.
to like the audio was fine, but like there was just a tremendous lag.
Are you let me question. Are you running one computer or are you running two?
I have one, but I have technically 3 computers, but like
So you're running everything on that one computer.
yes, except I had Yes, and I had my iPhone. I downloaded the OBS camera, so I was using my phone as the camera, but then running the software through my laptop.
Were you DJing on your laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you're doing too much.
Yeah, your computer can't. It's too much. So most people that are running like at least two computers, and and also another thing too is if you're running on a Wi-Fi, it's better to be plugged in.
Yeah.
But I did the same thing. That was a bad lesson for me, or a good lesson.
Yeah,
it's a learning lesson. I mean, there's a lot of DJs out there that are afraid to be on Twitch, because it's a big learning curve. I mean,
they're slowly coming through.
Yeah,
though.
They're slowly coming through. I mean, if you don't understand, and I always tell everybody, go to the Wizard. The Wizard will tell you everything, and that's YouTube. YouTube University.
Oh yeah, that's how I learned how to make emotes. You
right?
know? Honestly, that's how I learned how to make the border for OBS. That's where I learned so much. I learned how to fix a cast iron skillet on YouTube. Okay?
Hey, that's funny. I did too.
I mean, it's really like it is the Wizard. So I made
YouTube. I made YouTube. So
but yeah, you know what? So if you're running on everything on a one computer, you're gonna get that lag. So if you try to use another computer just to run your OBS and run all that, it'll take that lag off, and
I could do that.
And it'll make it much easier for your computer. It won't stress it out as much because there's so much going on. And I remember I used to see Furious so frustrated when he first started.
Furious.
And like I remember him yelling and
me yell? No way.
He used to yell. And
I believe it.
So,
but you can always listen. We always tell everybody this. You can always reach out to all of us.
Oh,
you feel me? Like all of us will help you. Here's the thing. We'll help anybody. You feel me? We're not going to do it for you, but we'll definitely help you make your sound the best ever. You know what I mean? And it's just like you said, it's simply you run your stream on one computer and you DJ on another computer. And it's just figuring out how to link all that up.
And once you get that,
so there's no lag.
Once you get that going, it's going to be crazy.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Like if you know someone that does know how to do animated videos and all that stuff for you, and you have transitions, you can do anything, everything. So it'll be crazy.
I guess to sum it up, you can just call us, and schedule a consultation. Which I matter of fact, believe it or not, I get consultation appointments on the regular for Twitch. I mean, and I put it in my calendar, and then I call them at a certain time. We have a meeting with a Zoomer phone, so we can do that. And everybody in the chat too.
Everybody knows.
Hit me up DM. We'll do it.
Everybody that's been in here, we talk about this topic all the time, and it's a good topic to talk about because there's some people here are new. They won't even know, and they go, "Oh wow, I didn't know that."
Transition.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of what this is all about. It's a learning thing. It's people learning about you, learning about your history, learning about your style, and also learning about Twitch. Like somebody had put in chat, how long have you been on Twitch? I heard you say it though already. So.
Since March, right?
Yeah.
March?
Yeah.
Yep. Grinding it out since March.
Smart. She's grinding.
Partner.
Let me ask you this, Von Kiss. Yes. Have you ever felt that you weren't taken seriously as a female DJ? We're gonna change gears.
Here we go.
We're gonna drop it right there.
Oh boy,
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Unfortunately, like for the most part, no. Like for the most part, I because I have so many DJ friends who are male and female, like I feel like I get the respect amongst my DJ family, because they know my story for the most part, and they've seen me in the clubs for the past 15 years or whatever. But there's the people who don't know me, and those are the ones who want to run their mouth
Those
or have
MFs.
their little comments, and doing the live streams.
I like how you put that.
Doing live streams, you know, I'm DJing for people who are just you know, I mean, I know they're people, but like there are some that are the trolls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the big trolls.
They hide behind, you know, their username.
They're
or whatever.
lurking.
Yeah, and so I think I've had like maybe 2 or 3 incidents where I've seen a comment where I'm like, I had to stop the music for a second and be like, fool, I've been DJing for 15 years. Like,
thank you.
So
good for you.
Like, don't come into my stream and try to disrespect me, because
absolutely
all kinds of fucked up if you think that's what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
And that's
good
the thing, like,
whoa.
You like it, get the fuck out. Like,
leave, motherfucker. Leave.
You want to see, like, why do you feel the need to come over here and like drop a hateful comment or something? Right. But that is honestly, it's so insignificant. It won't get me down. It doesn't ruin my day. It doesn't ruin my night. It doesn't ruin my stream. But I will, if I see it, I'll call it out, because I'm like, no. Hold on.
Yep.
I've put in the work. You're not going to disrespect me. Like, no. I paid my dues. I have a great track record of all the venues I've played and like events I've played and artists I've worked with. Like, you can't disrespect me. Like, unless you are above me and like fucking, even if you are above me, like that's not grounds to disrespect, you know, anybody really. Right. So,
definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had like a few little things.
That's dope that you stopped the music though.
Oh yeah.
I wish I was there to see it.
Yo, motherfucker, this is my page.
Listen,
I would have been cheering in the background like, hell yeah.
This is my page, motherfucker.
No, I've been
get the F out.
I had to kind of like school this dude the other day, man, on IG. He was posting all kinds of shit about new DJs being on Twitch and how he still don't get love and blah blah blah. And I was like,
I wonder why.
I was like, hold on, bro. One, you can't hate the, you know, I've said it since I've been on Twitch. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Like, if you got a problem with somebody because of whatever, I said, I'm so happy all these new motherfuckers is getting attention on Twitch. Finally, Twitch is recognizing hip hop on Twitch and DJs on Twitch and stuff like that. It's a good thing. Like, quit hating. Quit being such a hater, bro. Like, here's the thing. This is what I think. Nobody's coming to watch you, Vaughn. And they're coming to watch you because they like your music. They like how you get down. They like your stilo. Doesn't mean that they don't like 360 or Rage or Furious or whatever, but they do like what you get down. But just because they're coming to watch you doesn't mean they're coming to watch you because they don't like somebody else. You feel me? Like, they just like you. They like your personality. You know what I'm saying? I got like 75 DJs on Twitch that I'm following now. It's crazy. I love watching all of them. Doesn't mean that I'm watching somebody else because somebody else sucks or because they're a girl or because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you get a lot of that on Twitch, though. You get a lot of hate because of women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen, as a streamer, trust me, nobody's coming to watch my stream. The people who are going to watch that woman on Just Chatting or whatever, they weren't coming to watch my stream anyway, homie. So, like, you can't hate the player for doing what the player's supposed to do. Hate the game, man. It's, you know, it's just the way it is. Calm down.
Yeah. So do you have do you have mods? You have people that mod for you?
Yeah. So I was mentioning Jazzy Faye. She's one of my moderators, and then my best friend Rosie.
And I saw that in line.
And then also my homeboy DJ John B. He's
in LA, right?
Yeah, he's a mod for me as well. And just I gave them those like titles just because obviously I can't, you know, we need moderators.
Yeah, you do.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, you
definitely need mods.
And my best friend Rosie, she's been my day one. Like, she's been supporting me on Instagram. I mean, in real life, we've been friends since we were kids, you know. So she's up in the Bay Area, and now she can actually watch my gigs because
Right?
would never come to the club, you know. So now she gets to be there, like in the stream, and because she's always there, like she sees the chat, she knows like what to do and like how to.
She's gonna make sure nobody talks shit.
Right.
But honestly, that it's very rare. Like I'm sure they're in the chat here, and like I think my best friend Rosie, she said she had to kick some guy out of my stream the other day because he was like saying some like nasty stuff. Like
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Oh, there's a lot of
Oh,
those.
Yeah. Yeah, they come
Even
through.
the girls too.
I
Sometimes.
was like,
Mhm.
Yeah. You get a lot of those. And you get, you get those trolls. I mean, all they want to do is just troll you,
Mhm.
But
yeah.
that's all they get out of it. But
They hit me up in my chat and say, take my shirt off all the time. Show me them
I'm sorry.
titties. I'll be
I'm
like,
sorry.
God damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn. That's all you want to see?
You're
That's all I
all
am?
1,000 biddies, please.
Yeah, I'm eye candy just because you donated $1,300. I'm eye
Sabo,
candy now.
you don't need to be telling people my business.
if someone gave me 13, I'll take off my shirt. I'll be
Bro,
like,
I take
okay,
off my
let's
shirt
go.
in a
How much,
heartbeat.
Ray?
I
How much?
do it in a heartbeat for 13. I do it for $13 in my chat.
I would too, but I got a tank top underneath, so I'm like,
I'm gonna remember that. I'm
Go.
gonna drop 1,300 biddies in your shit. I'm gonna remember that. Say I
So if
won't.
anybody does that when I'm DJing,
I'm gonna do
you know
that.
the shirt's coming off.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Wildcat said that's where I promote my OnlyFans. It's normally hearing that
See, that always comes
I'm
up.
doing it. Yeah.
going down.
I'll be like, yeah,
Yeah. So
let's do it.
So
Let's
remember
go.
when I talked Von Kiss, remember I was talking about when we first joined Death Towel? And we had a pretty mean squad. You know what I'm saying?
No, our squad was deep.
We had a pretty mean squad. And we had a lot of female DJs, right? And man, there were some haters coming out of the woodwork all over the place.
Oh yeah.
And I think I started to get into it, especially I just can't help myself. So I started to get into it. I said, you know what? I'll tell you what. I said, I'll put any of the female DJs on my squad against you any day. Who wants them? Who wants to get it? I'll set it up.
Yeah.
I said, I guarantee.
I
I guarantee that they got better programming than you. They have better musicality than you. They're more technical than you. I said, who want to bet?
Let's go.
I said, who want to bet?
Hey, Furious, didn't you we were just talking about that, and you were talking about Von Chris, right? Like a couple weeks ago.
I was talking about Von Kiss, and I was talking about excuse me, homegirl Wendy Jameson. So
it was in the squad. It was you. It was Jenny. Jenny was in there.
Yep.
Wendy. Then it was Ashley.
And Ayin.
And Aina.
Yep.
I mean, that squad right there was like tight. I mean, everybody in that whole squad, they knew their music, and they were all from San Diego, and everybody knew. And they were like, yo, how can we get on that squad? And like, we were getting hit up left and right.
Yeah,
And it was like, well,
gotta be dope.
Yeah, and just the bottom line for everybody else, and the chat too. And you can clip this, yo. Me and Rage, we don't fuck with fucked up DJs. We don't fuck with whack DJs. So if we're fucking with you, just know that you have our respect, and whether you're male or female, you know what I'm saying. So it don't matter.
it doesn't matter if you're female or not.
Yeah.
I look at it like this.
You
If you can rock a crowd and kill a crowd and DJ, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or not. I never saw it that way. I always see it as they can rock a crowd. You're just a DJ, and that you can kill it.
Especially in the Vegas market. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine what people would think of us if we sent some whack DJ up there? Come on.
Wait,
dude.
you cut out Furious.
What's that? Oh, I said, do you think what was I saying? I said, what would people think of us if we recommended some whack DJs, up to the Vegas market?
Oh, for
You know?
sure.
You get banned.
Right? I mean, it makes us look bad.
But it wouldn't matter what market or what city, right? Like if you're gonna recommend, you're putting your name on that.
Yeah.
You know? So it doesn't matter what city. I don't care if it's fucking Vegas. I don't care if you're in freaking Fresno. It doesn't matter. Like if I'm gonna say, hey, I recommend Furious, that's not just Furious. It's me. It's like, okay, well,
Right,
360
Yeah.
recommended Furious, and Furious was whack.
No.
Von Kiss,
He had suspenders, and
Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about my gig when I wore suspenders.
Hey, Von, I know for a fact you get people come up to you and they're like, "Hey, how can I be down?"
mm-hmm.
Right? And I know there's a lot of times that you're like, "Man, I don't want to put my name on you," because
I won't. And honestly,
right.
What do you tell them though? Like, how do you let them down?
It doesn't happen too often, but like I have such a network of DJs that I'm connected with that if I can't do a gig, I know exactly who I'm gonna call to cover me, because for me it's my name is on the line. If I can't do something, like I'm not gonna pass. And this is another thing, is like I'm not gonna pass you someone who's not as good as me because I don't want to lose future gigs with you. I'm gonna pass you someone just as good, who's gonna kill it, who could be better, whatever, like, because that's my name. Because I want that. If I lose a future gig to them, that's on me, and I'm not mad about it. Like, much respect to anyone who can come in and kill it, you know, like that's just how it is for me. So if someone is hitting me up and I don't think they're gonna like kill it, I'll just be like, I'm sorry, I already got someone. Or like, you know, that's the truth, because I already do have someone who I'm gonna refer or bring in or whatever, you know. So yeah.
The other thing too, though, that I would always be honest with them. Mm-hmm. I'll tell them straight out. You know, I was like, okay, you want me to recommend you and put my name on the line. Mm-hmm. So what have you done? Where have you played? If I haven't never heard you play, don't ever ask me.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll be honest with them. I'll be straight honest with them.
Yeah.
Unless I heard you play and I know your reputation,
but
I will definitely.
Valid.
Yeah, if you're valid and if you're just coming up to me like nonchalant, like, hey man, how can I be down? And I tell them straight out every time they come into me all the time. I'm like, I know you might be cool and all that, but at the same time, I don't want to put my name on the line until I get to really know you. You know what I mean? I want to get to know you, how you play, and how you can rock a crowd. It's just to be honest with them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, at the same time, you could help that DJ get where he needs to get. Mm-hmm. Instead of like shoving them off to the side and it's like, hey, yo, you suck, whatever, leave us alone. You know, this is the cool crowd, you're on the other crowd. I don't look at it that way. I look at it more like, yo, let me educate him and let me show him how to get there, right?
Put him on
the game, because I'm not going to be DJing forever, but I probably will be until I'm 80 and or I can't even stand no more, but I'll probably be DJing. But at the same time, I love helping other people out and other DJs out, and everybody knows that about me. And like, if you ever need help, I'll help you. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, but pay forward for sure.
Yeah,
and we all because we all got it. I mean, that's how we got on. You know what I'm saying? And there was great people who said to us, "Listen, you got to do this or that, or you know," and put us up on game so that we could get better and better and better. So I just want to ask Rage. So if I name off 5 or 6 quinceañera families that I did, you gonna put me on?
Yeah, of course.
The Gonzaleses, the Joneses. No.
I love quinceañeras.
Here's the thing. Back to kind of what Furious was talking about. It's a trip, man. Like female comics and female DJs, I've never had. Like, I never really liked. You know what I'm saying? And because I always thought, because I always and I have a lot of friends that are like that. Yeah. That because to me it was like it was always a shtick. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was like, you know, you gotta like. It's kind of like what Rage was just talking about. I get on and I'll start, especially like with Furious, or I'll go to a club. I remember one time in Vegas, I was at a private party for a celebrity. And the female DJ, fine as hell, but she was killing the game. And immediately I was like hitting up my boys like, hey, who's blah, 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 who's DJ so-and-so? And, but it's like, there's so many people out there that look at female DJs as, I don't know, more marketable. Does that make sense? Like Vegas market, you're gonna get hired at sometimes you could be hired any market really faster than a dude, just because you're a female DJ. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the catch though. Will you get paid the same as a dude? You feel me? And that's the other part that I wanted to talk about is as female DJs, do you guys ever feel like your counterparts are getting hooked up in our industry more than you because you're a female?
Absolutely. Like, okay, wait. So I say yes to pretty much everything you're saying. Like, yes, I think that I know that I've gotten booked for events because I'm a girl, because of the way I look, and because I was marketable. And when I first started DJing, I had a manager, the first and only manager I ever had, and he made it very clear to me that he was literally using me for my looks to get me booked for gigs. And because it was so early in my career, like I was okay with it because I was like, well, I know I'm a good, like, I know I could do it. So why not just, I mean, I'm not,
skills.
Yeah, like
skills
I like the way that I look, and I'm not mad at someone else appreciating it, but I also am going to show them that I can actually DJ too. So, I was okay with it, but then it just got real ugly and he got nasty and one of those perverted guys. So it was like,
damn,
there's always it was a really bad experience in the end.
Do you need me to go kick his ass?
I don't even know where that fool is anymore, but I'm glad.
All right. So, all right, I'll just put it out there.
But and even myself, like I know that I technically do use my appearance like to benefit me, like, I guess, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm not even just I don't know, I try to take good pictures, like we all try to market ourselves like with an appeal. Like I'm sure guys do too, like there are plenty of guy DJs who, you get a photo shoot done and you like are wearing your flyest outfit or your like hair is done or like whatever you need to do to make yourself look the best in your press photos. You know what I mean? Like you're not just gonna like half-ass it. Like these are pictures that are gonna go on flyers or whatever, like, so why not put your best foot forward? So
the best side.
You're your own calling card, like the things that you put out into your social media, the way that you carry yourself, it is a part of an aesthetic, and it also helps like bring that crowd, right? You have that appeal, of course. Like, I mean, it's sad to say, but like being good looking is an advantage, taking care of yourself. Health wise, the way you carry your body, and it's all a part of that whole package, so you are more marketable. So I totally see that. And
plus you got to take it as like it's like a business. It has to be a business, and you're the brand.
Absolutely.
You gotta cater to your brand, and it's you.
So
But I know I only have brought all that up, and I know you got more to say, but it's just because I know a few other female DJs here in Dago who, unlike you, were go-go dancers and got Serato and can kind of spin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They get booked all the time.
She knows. That's why
they get booked all the motherfucking time. You feel me?
Oh, I see what you're saying, Savo. So you're saying that they're like skill sets, probably. They don't have that history.
They're whack as fuck.
But they keep getting booked, is what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But honestly,
it happens. I mean, again, that's the other side of the aesthetic, right? They're like, promoters are like, this girl is hot. She knows how to dance. Put her on.
But this is what I say.
People will
once they hear him play, its skills will pay the bills.
Yeah.
But it's like a haircut. But it's like a haircut. Here's the thing. You don't know what a good haircut is until you get a really good haircut.
Until you see
you could be getting shitty haircuts for 10 years, but when you get a master barber who like hooks you up, then you're like, oh shit, this is whole next level. Same thing with DJs. You can hear a DJ who can get through a 4-hour set. You feel me?
Yeah.
But and it's like, you know, it was like nobody complained. There was a few train wrecks or whatever. But then when you hear a real fucking DJ, 360, Vaughn, Rage, all kinds of dope ass. When you finally hear a real motherfucking DJ, you're like, God damn.
No,
that motherfucker was killing it.
For sure. But let me just say this. I have firsthand, personally, seen a female get booked at the venue, a same party I'm playing, and I find out she's getting paid more than me because she's an Instagram girl who has hella followers, and because I'm a DJ at this event, I have backstage access, and I stand up on stage, and what am I saying? That it's a pre-recorded mix, and it's
of course. Of course.
No.
So
I'm just pressing buttons. I feel you.
Okay. So
I have never witnessed that, so I'm interested in this story.
I have.
I mean,
I
I personally been trying to get a ghost DJ gig. No one has given me one yet. I'm only asking.
Here, let me tell you
20%.
something.
That's all I'm asking.
If I were that person, straight up, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I
know. I couldn't either.
No way. There's no way.
So how did you feel? What did you do after that, Vaughn?
I'm not gonna say even. I don't even want to. I'm not gonna say this person's name. I'm not gonna.
No, you don't have to say the name.
No, not at all.
It's just that's bothersome because of the fact that she got paid more than me. And the fact that she was just doing that all together. Like that's just everything about that was wrong.
Smoke and mirrors.
Wrong. Yep. So, but here's my other point I was gonna make is it's not just females that are doing that. I know there's males who are doing that.
Yeah,
and
I know that.
We all know that there are people who use their status or like their whatever it is, like because they're like will.i.am is a DJ now, and then what's that? Brody Jenner was a fucking DJ, and like there's people who use their like celebrity to become a DJ, and then
Snoop's a motherfucking DJ.
Snoop can actually DJ.
Actually, Snoop can actually.
Flavor Flav is a DJ. He DJs out in Vegas too.
There's people, and I'm gonna say it, Virgil Abloh, who he's a song selector, but he can't DJ. Like his transitions were like, I'm saying it because I've heard it and I have ears, and we all know.
Yep.
So he's a male.
Ain't gonna lie.
Utilizing his celebrity status to step into that DJ light. So it's not just girls.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, it's across the board, and that is annoying. But if people are gonna pay or people want to see it, fuck it. I mean, that's on them. And then, like you said, let the real DJs come in and shine.
Yeah, it always step up.
What real DJing is.
Right? I don't expect much when Shaq is DJing. You feel me? At all whatsoever. Like if I went to a party and Paris Hilton was up on stage, I'm not expecting shit from her. You feel me?
Yeah.
The one before her and the one after her, that's where I'm expecting to get down with the get down. You feel me? But it's a trip, man, because I didn't get to say this, but like my whole view on female DJs has really kind of changed a lot now that I've gotten a chance to see a lot of female DJs over the years who really, really, really get down. You should hear how I describe 360. A friend of mine from LA hit me up and said, "Hey, I was watching your stream. I was watching the Fired Up and Furious, man. That girl that's on there, man, she's the shit, bro. Blah 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 blah." And they were like, he was like, "Oh, you guys had to get some eye candy for that thing." And I said, "What are you talking about?" Hey, that's a real motherfucking DJ, homie. That's like, she's a real goddamn DJ. She can out DJ most of the cats that I know here in Dago. You feel me? So calm down.
Speak on it.
We didn't put her on the show because she didn't know what the fuck she was doing or saying. She knows what the fuck this has been her life for 20 plus years. Like, calm down. So you gotta have to like, sometimes I put them in their little place, but they always, well, what about so and so? What about? I'll be like, yeah, I know they're out there. bouncers that became DJs, go-go dancers that became DJs, barbacks that became DJs. When Serato dropped, everybody and their mama wanted to become a DJ.
Yeah.
And
but a lot of them,
I'll
tell you right now, a lot of them are not around anymore.
No, but they did undercut everybody.
And that pissed me off.
They undercut a lot of DJs here in Dago and really kind of destroyed a lot of clubs throughout San Diego. You feel me? I think Decos would still be open if they had good DJs. I'm just kidding. I was waiting for you guys to laugh.
I was about to say something about that.
But I mean, like, based on like the history, Von Kiss's history, it's like she's
right.
It seems like something that I feel too is that she genuinely loves music. Like she
absolutely,
she has that passion for music, and she's utilizing that and doing something with it. You know what I mean? And that it translates to her fan base. People know she's a real DJ, that she loves what she's doing. She's not pushing buttons, and I think that authenticity.
She's not just a pretty face.
Well, I wouldn't mind. I think she's hot. I mean, but like, what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like everything. She's like all the things that you could be, like, to package yourself. You know what I mean? She's smart. She's well spoken. She's beautiful. She has a talent. She has a passion. You know what I mean? And
can you write my bio for me?
I would be more than happy to write your bio. But I mean, you got people, meaning like there are people that like have your back, like Rosie, Jazzy Faye. These people follow.
Charisma's in there too.
Charisma is here. You know what I mean? Like Jenny Pocket is here. All of us are here. It's like you have genuine fans. Yeah. Because they know that you're authentic. You're not just like, oh, I'm just out here to do it and be popular and be like the Instagram DJ button pusher kind of girl.
And I was playing devil's advocate because I know.
No, this is great topic.
Oh, of course.
Like, we see both sides of it, right? So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean there is a female DJ here in San Diego who travels a lot, like Ibiza, Dubai, all kind of shit. On her IG, she's like, according to her IG, she's worldwide. You feel me?
She's traveling now.
I seen her. I seen her in person, and I think she's a button pusher. And
but she ain't traveling now.
But she's pretty. She's a pretty white girl. Like she be killing.
Like,
they love her.
The reality of that is, like, on the other side of the coin is that the person is like getting in their hustle. You know what I mean? Like,
can't hate the player.
You can't hate the hustle.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, I know what I am. We know what Von Kiss is, or all of us are, right? But like, we can't be concerned with what other people are doing. That's not our business.
Right.
Whatever they're doing, we just know how we want to do it and conduct our our own business and ourselves, and that's how you could sleep at night, and like
no matter what, they're always gonna be out there.
I thought you were gonna say the flip side to that, which Von Kiss was gonna get into, was money. Right. That you might get booked because you're a pretty girl, but you're getting paid a whole lot less than some of your male counterparts that couldn't, bring you water. You feel me?
You know what? I don't think that's how it is anymore. I think as long as you guys been DJing, female DJs been DJing, I think it's that playing field is almost the same now.
It's starting to level out.
It's
I'm noticing.
There's a lot of girls out there that are getting paid what they're supposed to be getting paid.
I mean, and the thing about DJing though is like it depends on the gig, but we're at a point where they ask you what's your rate, so it's on us to ask for more. It's on us to and to like,
what's your worth?
Fight for it,
Yeah,
like,
that's what's your worth.
Yeah, and you have to like, and then so being a DJ, like if you don't have a manager or a booking agent or whatever to handle that kind of stuff for you, it's on us individually. And I went to San Diego State. I have my degree in business management, so I know about business, and I know, like I've gained valuable knowledge in that education, but also real life education and trials and tribulations, and just kind of seeing what you know, through talking with friends, like, what are they getting? Like, you know, you kind of just, you can name your own price, and if people are going to pay it, they're going to pay it, you know? So I think women just in general, we're getting to a point now where we're fucking tired of not getting paid the same for the same work, you know? So that light bulb that has gone off, and that like fire that has built up within us is like, okay, no, like, this is my rate, this is what I want to get paid, and if you can't afford that, whatever, like, somebody else will, like, there's gonna it'll come, you know? So
girl power.
we just gotta keep fighting for it, and don't do the undercutting thing, and don't do that. Like, we don't need to dumb it down, and we don't need to water it down. Like, if people have the money to pay that fee or that price, then they're gonna pay it, you know? So, and you also gotta know, like, what's a reach and what's not, you know? Because there's times where it's like, first of all, we ain't got that kind of budget to pay that.
Right.
So you have to, you know, negotiate or whatever. So bring all those factors into play.
You got to make sure who you're dealing with first.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. For sure.
You can't be just like, yeah, give me $100,000.
I mean, after everything that we said here so far, do you feel that you have to work harder to prove yourself in the industry because you are female?
Not anymore. You know, as long as I've been DJing, and like my one sheet that I have showing all the places I've played, and like, I think that alone pretty much speaks for itself. And at this point now, if you want to see me DJ, tune in on Twitch and see what I'm
right.
You
there
know?
You go.
This is
your resume.
For sure, yeah.
Virtual resume right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it.
That's a good segue right there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your. I mean, you talked already about it a little bit about your experience DJing on Twitch. Man, I mean, because there's just a lot of DJs that are still not on Twitch, and I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Or people that give up, like after like, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 weeks, like, oh, I only got 10 people watching, or only 3 people are watching, you know, and it's just like, oh, you know, and it just give up. It's like, oh no, it's not for me, you know. I mean, what do you say to those people, you know?
I say, okay, was it the first time I ever DJed on Twitch? I was testing it out.
I was watching you.
I
remember that.
Were you?
Yeah, and I said hi to you. I said hi to you.
Oh, shit. Yes. Okay, I didn't tell anyone I was going to DJ because I was testing like just sound and like video quality and all that, and just doing a run through. So I did like a whole set, and then like someone else came through, one random person came through, and they were like just chilling for my set, and they stayed, you know, and they were like, ooh, do you have any drum and bass? And like I was doing house and like electronic music, so I wasn't quite in that like drum and bass tempo or vibe, but I was like, you know what, you're the only person watching, fuck it, I got you. So I played, but what that showed me was with Twitch, you will get random people to pop in because they could just search a vibe or whatever, like go into the music genre and like go watch DJs that are DJing.
Yeah.
And you never know who's going to pop into your stream versus on Instagram, only people who are following you are going to like see that you're live.
Know that you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at Twitch, it could just be like someone who wants to watch DJs DJing, they're going to randomly pop into your stream. So that being said,
or Snoop Dogg.
That was on Instagram though. But that being said, there's people out there that you're going to like randomly connect with, and if you're playing a set that they're into, you can gain a new fan, you know? So also, you have to let people know you are streaming. Tell your best friends, tell your cousins, tell your mom, tell your little brother, tell everybody to get online, tune into your page exactly at the time you're going to be on there, so that you can have that number like as a base, and people are more inclined to stay if they see that there's like 100 people watching versus if there's 10. It's a weird psychological thing. I don't know what it's about, but it's definitely more of an incentive for people to watch when there's more people in the chat. So or that are viewing, you know. So let people know, make a little mock flyer, tell them I'm on Twitch, I'm like playing for me it's like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. Just I'm consistent with the time, I'm consistent with the days. That way people are like, oh shit, it's Wednesday, Von Kiss is on, like, you know. So get a consistency going with it and let people know, and text them too, you know, like people forget about texting. But tell them, you know, especially your friends and family, like bring them in the chat, give them it's a boost for your own morale and
sanity too.
And Rage has a thing. I know you got it from somebody else, but I'm always gonna give you credit for it, bro.
Mike Rock.
It's just this little thing. Yeah, it just says how to follow on Twitch, and you gotta let people. You gotta let people know. Listen, it's free. You gotta tell them it's free. It's free shit. Like just anybody can log on. It's free. Grandma, listen, just log on. You can watch, and if they have a Twitch account, they should follow you so that because if you don't have a Twitch account or you don't make an account, let's say I just don't have an account and I go to watch Von Chris, it's not going to show up in their numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit and lurk and it's not going to show up. Got to have an account, sign in, follow, make sure you follow that person.
Yeah.
And all the extra stuff is just that. It's all extra. Subbing, tips, you know, bits and donations, all that shit is extra. You don't need that to come and enjoy a really good, you know, time on Twitch. And if for DJs, turn off all your fucking clips and turn off all your saves, your automatic saves. That's the only other thing. But save that shit. Save your sets. Save your sets. Upload them somewhere else. Don't upload them on Twitch.
You heard that, DJ, straight from Von Kiss. She's telling you how it is and how to do it.
Do you feel that like how many of your followers from the other social media platforms do you feel went over to Twitch? What's the percentage, do you feel? And versus the percentage of gaining your following from the Twitch community itself?
I would say it's probably about like at least 60% of
those are real fans right there.
Instagram followers have gone over to Twitch. And then like it's really cool to be DJing on Twitch, and then like if I have a chance and I see it in the comments where they're like, oh, like I just randomly came across you today and I'm following now, like when else do you stream, like, you know, they start asking questions, but that they just randomly came across my stream like out of nowhere, you know. So it's that's what I'm saying, like on Twitch you're gonna reach people you wouldn't have reached on Instagram, you know. So
and it's dope. The platform is just crazy. And I know that we have a lot of people in here at our DJs, and they know every guest that we get in here, you know, we talk about that. And I love hearing it from another DJ and how they got started, how they promote themselves. It's another way, you know, for all of us to be motivated to make sure, like, you know, oh, well, that's how you do it, or that's how you do it, or, you know, it's a good way to communicate among each other. You know what I mean? So
All right, so let me give you some questions that are from the chat throughout the time that we've been talking here. This is from John Santos. DJ John Santos says, how long has she been DJing on Twitch? She said since March. And what made you move to Twitch?
Because Instagram kept kicking me off. And I can't remember who. I've used Twitch years ago to watch like a Mad Decent stream that they did, like this was a few years ago. So I've used Twitch before as a viewer, but to use it as a DJ in March, once I started streaming and I saw that Instagram was like being just like copyright police, you know, so I was like, let me try Twitch, and I love it now. I really do.
Yeah.
And Vaughn, you can't. Well, I'll tell you later after we get on. But there was a question that was in chat. I was just gonna read it back to you. Anyway, go ahead, Furious. My bad.
The next question is from DJ Cinema. Shout out to my homie DJ Cinema. Make sure you follow him. He's out from San Diego. He says, Vonkia, so which do you prefer? Turntables or CDJs, and why?
Turntables, 100,000,000,000%. Because it's like home. It's a comfort zone. That's what I started with. Just like the physical touch and feel. Even though I'm using Serato and I'm using Control Records, I was using a controller for a little while when I first started streaming because I had an old Pioneer mixer and the only Serato connection I had was an SL1 box, the OG.
I still have mine.
Yeah. So I recently bought. I know you guys all know Cross One, so he was selling his S9.
Shout out to Cross One.
And I was like, I want that. It's my dream mixer to have because whenever I got to play on it, it was my favorite. And so he was selling his. I bought it like 2 months ago, I think, and I busted out the turntables, and I'm like, oh, it feels so good. Like it's just like
relieved.
Yeah, so turntables all day.
Next question.
Shout out to Cross One. That's
shout out to Cross One.
Yes.
Man. The next question came from DJ Splash 902. He said, "How do you deal with a pushy club goer?"
A pushy club goer or owner?
Club goer, he said. Club goer, club patron.
Just smile and nod. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming right up. Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Oh my God! Yeah, I got you.
Got you. Right.
I'm a little more mean than that.
All day.
Write your request down on $100 bill and give it to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that.
I'll take that all day. I'll play the entire song, from beginning to end. $100 guaranteed. You know. Next question came from DJ Wildcat. He says, how did you come up with your DJ name?
I was gonna ask that too.
So when I first started DJing, I was DJ Kiss, and I thought I was like, as a business major, I'm thinking of marketing, So I am like, what's a cute, catchy name that's like, it obviously represents that I'm a female. Well, not obviously, but like. To me, it was like I could make a cute logo with the kiss mark and all that. Like, so that is like DJ Kiss. And then shortly after, I found out there's another DJ Kiss from New York, and it's a female as well, an amazing Black female DJ who mostly rocks hip hop and R&B. And I got booked to play Mardi Gras in San Diego. And they used her picture instead of mine.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
oh,
dang.
This is going to be a problem. So I need to change my name because I can't have this like, okay, Google DJ Kiss. Well, which one? Like unless you personally know me, you wouldn't know, So my wife, her last name is Von Prisk, and she used to work at Mac, and I would always have lunch with her like every day. So when I would come into her work, there was this one makeup artist named Rashina, and she used to call us the Von Kisses because her last name was Von Prisk and they called her Von P and I was DJ Kiss. So she kind of combined our names together. And when it came time to change my name, I was like, I should just use Von Kiss because there's no other Von Kiss, and it still keeps the kiss. And now it's just me and my wife's little name combined. So that's fun.
Wow, that's
dope.
Awesome. That is awesome.
That's dope.
Smart.
Yeah, very. That business.
Very
major.
good.
We made 360 tell her reason too.
Yeah.
Why she
I love hearing how DJs got their name.
But I'm gonna have my son, my oldest son. He's a business major too, business management major. I'm gonna have him watch. There he is. I'm gonna have him watch this stream. How you talk? What's up? Hey, meet Von Kiss. This is my son, Kakoa_US. He's a professional gamer, but we're trying to tell him make sure you stay in school.
Rep the set. Rep the set.
Everybody repping the set.
That's great.
You're not dropping out, fool. Go away.
What is this for his name?
No, this is for their XSET for their organization. That's that.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So so seeing that, congratulations that you got your partner. We've talked about that. What are the 5 pieces of advice you can give to new DJ streamers coming on Twitch?
Well, I kind of already said that. Okay, first, like, have a theme. Like, what's your vibe gonna be for your for your first stream? You know, pick a theme and like kind of stick, just at least for your first one, something that you're gonna be able to market. So for me, like, you know, on Wednesdays I do Way Back Wednesdays. That's throwback hip hop and R&B, like 90s, early 2000s. Fridays is Latin. It's like all genres of Latin, but it's Latin. Sundays, house and electronic music. So whatever you decide you want to start with, pick that like theme so that you can market it and push it to people that are going to want to hear that style of music. And then make a mock flyer or whatever, make a little flyer that's going to advertise when it is, what time it is, where, like, obviously on Twitch, what's your Twitch username, and then attaching that like flyer that Rage did with the Twitch, how to watch on Twitch, pair it with that on the second picture,
second page.
Yeah, and let people know. And like I said, text your friends, your family, people,
your mom, your dad, grandma.
Make a fake account, whatever, but get them to follow it too. But like
all your baby mamas, all of them.
Get the homies in the chat to hype you up and to create like at least people you can communicate with, because when you're streaming on Twitch, and from what I've seen and what I've experienced as a viewer, people are really enjoying engaging with the DJ. They don't. Of course there's phenomenal DJs who can just crush it and just talk on the mic or whatever, but with Twitch and the way things are right now, it's actually pretty cool to engage with the DJ. And so like when I watch DJ Jay Espinoza, like he's my favorite DJ, but
mine too.
His streams, like he's connecting. He shouts everybody out. He shouts the homies out. He'll go on little story time tangents, like sometimes, but it's okay because we're not in the club. We're all fucking at home chilling or at work or wherever. So it's not about like killing the club vibe, you know, it's about connection, like, because we can't have physical connection right now. So like this internet connection is what we're thriving on. So have something that you want to talk about, things you want to bring up, like, you know, you can just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be that serious. Like for one of my streams, we got into this whole burrito conversation, how I was like, the best burritos are in San Francisco on the Mission, don't at me. But then of course, you know,
what? Wait, what? You're from San Diego.
Saying that bullshit.
Monkiss, you're not saying that. Are you saying that? Monkiss, are you saying that?
I know what burrito you're talking about too. Come on, man.
1,000%.
Come on, man.
Oh wow.
Get out of here.
Oh wow, you're saying that out of San Diego.
Like just light up.
San Diego.
Let me tell you, Monkiss, like I'm out here in the Bay right now. I'm from LA, but I've had the San Diego like Mexican food, LA Mexican food. Ain't nothing like that up here. Ain't nothing like that up here.
I know the place you're talking about, I think too. It's a big ass burrito too, right?
I'll tell you why. Okay, I grew up in the Bay Area, so I'm born and raised Bay Area. I moved to San Diego to go to San Diego State. So, and now I live in LA. But in San Francisco on Mission Street, there's El Farolitos, which is like an OG hole in the wall, tiny ass little spot. And San Francisco is known, and the Bay Area is known for their taquerias, where it's like they have like it's like Chipotle, where you go and you're like, I want this in my burrito or whatever. But it's like authentic, super fucking savory, delicious, bomb ass. Like it's just so good. So in San Diego, we have the 24-hour taco shops. I love Taco Fiesta. I love roll tacos and nachos all day in San Diego. But burritos, I'm talking burritos. SF. Try it. Go to El Farolito. Right. Tell me otherwise, because that's. Okay. I mean, everyone's.
I'm driving up there.
Von Kiss,
we're leaving tomorrow.
Come visit the Bay again, and then you and I will do like a whole story about you taking me to the places that you like.
Yes.
And we'll just maybe we'll stream it.
Yes,
I think we need to do that because
is just looking for a game on good ass food up there.
I'm all about food. I love Mexican food, but man, I can't find. I don't know, like. Yeah,
El Farolito is on mission. It's right by the BART station.
By the BART station. Where is it? What's the name of it again?
El Farolito.
Okay, I got a week off coming up. I'm gonna drive up there.
I'm going with you.
Hey, we'll all go together. How about that?
We'll go all together. We're gonna drive up to San Francisco. And what I'm gonna do is when I get there, I'm gonna call you, Vaughn.
FaceTime me.
I'm gonna FaceTime you.
Why don't we bring her with us?
Oh yeah, we'll all go, and we'll determine if it's the best burrito.
We'll bring the best friend
and
you gotta record that.
We're gonna bring
live.
a 6-pack of carne asada burritos from like some of our spots here. We'll just compare everything.
Do it. I'm telling you.
Sounds like a really good adventure.
Listen. One of the things years ago when I was on Z90, Biggs and I used to do that. So we would get into the station at like 4 a.m. right, and starving, hungry as hell. And so we would always start up the conversation, who in San Diego has the best burritos? And no joke, 30, 40 burritos would show up at the station. It was the business, yo.
I remember
it was the business. All we had to do was mention it, and people would bring us burritos. But I think in National City, there's like a little fruit market right next to the old Target. I don't know if what is it, a Hobby Lobby now or whatever? There was that Target in right off of.
I know where it's at.
84.
Yeah.
There's a little taco shop back there connected to the fruit market, and they had like the best burritos ever. Roberto's did too, though. Roberto's in National City had the best burritos for. They kind of like killing the game. Right.
Well, let me ask you this, Vaughn. So you're in San Diego, right? So.
Yeah,
where would you get your burrito at? What would be the best burrito for you in San Diego?
I stopped getting burritos in San Diego just because it didn't like.
What?
I'm telling, like, it just no place.
So nowhere. You don't get no burrito nowhere.
No, but I'm telling you,
he hesitated. So.
But what I will get is rolled tacos or nachos. Like those are my jam all day in San Diego. Like,
oh yeah.
She's Mexican. Also, my wife would like me to let you all know that I am Mexican. So,
I knew that.
No way, Vaughn.
Wait.
So I can cook my own Mexican food. Like I get down. Like but if I'm like looking for a fast fix or whatever, like. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I found a place, and I had never ordered from there, but during the crisis we're going through, I live on Uber Eats. I got the platinum Uber Eats at this point. I ordered from Tito's. You ever eat Tito's? Los Tito's? Order if you like the rolled tacos. Order the rolled tacos from Los Tito's on Uber Eats. Shit.
In LA?
No, here in Dago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're in LA.
He's
oh, yeah,
in LA
that's
now.
right. Yeah. Never mind. But yeah, Los Titos in San Diego got probably the best rolled tacos ever.
How do we get here?
I don't know.
Because we're all hungry. Because we're all hungry as fuck.
That's the beauty that she's
now you got me all hungry too.
I know, right?
I'm definitely gonna go.
I'm about to send my kids on a run to go get some burritos somewhere.
Definitely gonna go to San Francisco just to get that burrito. I got a week off coming up, And I'm
just the trip to Frisco is dope anyway.
Just because I don't know where to go. I have nowhere to go. I'm usually on a plane flying somewhere, but I don't want to get quarantined for 14 days. So I just need to get out of the city. So
and we can go get some dim sum on Sunday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
go to Chinatown.
I'm gonna make a trip out of that.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do it.
All right. Now that we're all hungry, Vonkis, we have this thing at the towards the end that we call promo time, where everybody gets to promo what they got coming up next, big projects and all that. And so you're up first. Promo time. What you got coming up? What do you want to let everybody know about Vonkis? What's going on?
So, stream wise, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday I stream from 3 to 5 p.m. Los Angeles time. On Wednesdays, it's throwback hip hop and R&B, heavily focused on 90s, early 2000s. Sometimes I'll slip in like a late 80s track or whatever. Sometimes I'll push the 2010 vibe. But Fridays is Latin, so that's like a mix of like cumbias, reggaeton, Latin trap, Latin pop, banda.
Banda.
Flash. I fucking love banda. I'm Mexican, like that's my shit. So it gets real quinceañera vibes over here on Fridays.
Nice. Oh my God.
Let's go.
I have
to
check that
my
out.
coffee like
Let's
all over
go.
the place. Oh
so salsa, merengue, and then I'll do like these cool remixes or edits where it could be like I've made like an Alicia Keys cumbia remix. So like that, like I'll do I did a Dembo edit to I Got 5 on it.
Ooh.
So
Shoot, I gotta hear
it's
this.
all like Latin vibes, whether it be just like traditional Latin tracks or like like a I Got 5 on it Dembo remix. So that's Fridays, and then Sundays it's a mix of just all different types of electronic music, and I love me some 90s house, so I usually kind of start there, and then I can go into trance, I can go into Jersey Club. I just
Club.
have fun
Nice.
with it.
We have a lot of Chicago peeps in here that play a lot of Chicago house. So
I
watch
Chicago house.
I watch what's his name? Javi from the Bay. That dude, he's a house DJ.
Oh,
He's
JV.
fucking off it. JV.
DJ.
So you got
He's off the
Sundays. So you got
fucking
Sundays.
meat rack.
House DJ.
Yeah.
He's off the meat rack.
And then as far as projects go, I do have a release that I put out. Well, it's on a compilation called Joy of Moombahton Volume 2. It's that song, the house song Magic Carpet Ride by the Mighty Dubcats?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I took that song and I made a Moombahton edit to it. So
how can we get it?
I did it for this compilation, and the compilation, all the proceeds go to a nonprofit called Project Heal, and it benefits Project Heal, which focuses on mental health issues associated with eating disorders, because the team that put it out, they lost a friend to an eating disorder, so it's all to help a good cause.
Nice.
So there's other super dope tracks. I think there's like 10 or 12 tracks on there, and I forget how much it costs, but it's probably not more than $10 on Bandcamp. So to find it, you go to the Sazon Libre Bandcamp, and that's SAZONLIBRE, and yeah, you can download it there, support a good cause, and get some dope music.
Are you also on SoundCloud? Do you have any SoundCloud like for your remixes and edits and stuff?
Yeah, my SoundCloud is just soundcloud.com/Vonkiss, VONKISS. And then, I've been like recording like some of my live stream sets, like ones that I was really like feeling or whatever. And I've put a couple up on SoundCloud. And then I've also downloaded some of my Twitch streams and put them on YouTube. Okay. So I'm starting to kind of like put more content out there for people who don't catch the live streams. Yeah. So I have a YouTube. I think my YouTube is Vonkiss Beats, but I could be wrong.
Wow.
We'll look it up.
Should we type it?
I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up right now.
There's it's pretty much just me on YouTube, because my name is very unique,
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I might have it in here.
There's some. Is that you? That's not you.
There might be another Kiss. Remember, Von Kiss.
Nah, it's just Von Kiss. It's just Von Kiss. Oh, Von Kiss Beats. It is Von Kiss Beats.
Can you type it, Sabo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah. You have that sweet ass. I'm gonna fix your street out. That's dope.
The what?
I'm gonna fix the street. All the neon. All the neon. I'm just.
Oh yeah.
On your profile picture.
Neon's my color. I used to have my hair like so.
Neon green.
That green. That was dope.
Shaved, and it used to be like a highlighter, like a neon yellow green, and now that's gone. So, but neon is still my color. Still love it.
Yeah, I feel you. My son wears a lot of neon stuff too. That's what I always tell him. I'm like, are you going out to fix the street? Shut up. You don't know about fashion. All you wear are like, camo shorts and black shirts. So shut up, Dad. All you wear Dickies. You wear Dickies and Chucks. Shut up. You don't know about fashion.
Hey, I love Dickies and Chucks.
Come on.
Well, and then I just tell them, listen, I'll sell you in. Go ahead, Fury.
I was just gonna say, if you guys haven't done so yet, there is a dynamic button that's you should be able to see it on your phone app, or you should be able to see it on your PC or laptop, however you're looking at it. It says follow Von Kiss. Make sure you guys hit that button if you have if you're already not following, but make sure you hit that button.
Top right hand. Yep. Top right hand of the screen.
And if you're following, make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit that subscribe.
Put all her emotes. She's a partner.
I know. You gotta put all the emotes. She got like mad emotes.
She's working on more emotes. She just got partnered, so she's got a lot more that she's gonna be adding. And you don't want to be behind the curve.
Don't want to be behind the curve.
Fresh, dope-ass emotes.
Vaughn, congratulations on that partner.
Yes.
Yeah,
congratulations.
That's the big thing. That's a big thing.
That's the business.
Thank you.
Big thing.
I'm super hyped. I'm in a constant state of gratitude, honestly, throughout like these past few months, because the amount of DMs and messages I get from people like that just appreciate the streams I'm doing, and they tell me like that it's so necessary. It gives them like a break from what's going on, and it puts them in a better place. Music is therapy, man. Like it is for me, and I know it is for other people. I know it is. So to be able to do this for people during this time, it's a very rewarding feeling, and I'm thankful.
Yeah. It's very much Twitch when you're doing it the right way, because how many times have we gotten DMs from being in the club where people are like, listen, I was having a bad day. Yeah. Like this, all kind of shit was like hitting the fan, and I went to the club, and you just brought me all out of it. That never happens. But on Twitch, people will hit you up and be like, man, you shared that one story, and that shit's, I'm like, that really helped me, like where I was at or whatever, or you played that one track, which brought me, like, that shit is dope if you do it right on Twitch. Yeah. You feel me? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying too, as far as like these new beginners on Twitch, like, go ahead and talk to your audience and to the people in the chat, and like, bring up a topic of conversation, or you don't have to, but it makes you more relatable, and it makes people connect with you and want to like learn more about you, like if you are sharing part of your story and experiences or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we all have one.
DJ Kid Chris said on the chat, he said gratitude and patience is the way to go, and I know we've said this so many times on various different episodes, is that if you are one of those DJs that are selfish, that you're all about yourself, man, you're not gonna make it here on Twitch, man, because it takes the entire community to build your channel, and then you're helping other DJs, and other DJs are helping you. I mean, and we all know we have those different types of acquaintances that are all about themselves only, So I mean, but yeah, you're not gonna be able to make it. That's one thing that's so great about Twitch is the community and everybody else's community for support and everything like that.
Strong.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of which, I meant to do this earlier, but I was using Twitch on my wife's iPad, so it has her like iTunes and info account, so I have to subscribe to you on here because that's how you do it on Twitch, and you see it in the DJ community, like you said, paying it forward and sharing is caring and all that. Anytime I go into someone's stream, like I subscribe because that's how we're supporting each other, you know, and I get it from other DJs, and so you gotta like pay it forward and support one another during this time for sure.
For sure.
Yo, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Miss 360, how are you? What you got coming up?
I'm good. I'm sorry, Von Kiss, are you is that all your promo? I don't want to.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So I may be doing a pop-up stream tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. And this, if it happens, I'm going to be pulling records off my shelf and just playing and chatting.
Something different.
Nice.
I'm just going to be pulling random records off the shelf to play and talk about it. And then there's 360 Thursdays. And then I have Furious Friday again. I got asked back again. I guess I did a good job last week. So I'll be on Furious Friday from 9 to 10, yeah?
That is correct. 9 to 10.
And then on Saturday, I'm really excited about this. This is like a new thing that's coming up. It's called In Your House. And it's on Astro AVL's Twitch. So that's going to be like an all ladies represent on that. And so we got a whole bunch of like scratchers. We got Patty Clover. We got like Nikki Duran. We got Sash from Ladies of Sound, myself. We got Ella Funk, a whole bunch of DJs. And I'll be on at 3:30 to 4. So real short sets on Saturday. So look out for that.
Is that like 30-minute sets or whatever?
Nice.
30-minute set, so I think that's where you like end up like, you know, flexing and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like,
you gotta go in hard. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pause.
You good? 360? Look at her, dude. Oh my
Turning red.
Oh my gosh. This is what we do, Von Kiss. We sit here and then we try not to make each other laugh, but it's inevitable.
It happens.
Yeah.
It just happened.
What's up, Rage? What you got, man?
Laughter is medicine too.
Yes, definitely.
For me, I think that's what makes my Twitch stream what it is because of humor.
Yeah,
I'm always laughing. Even when I'm freaking sad, I'm laughing. So that's kind
of. If you're ever sad, you just FaceTime me, girl. Listen, I'll make you laugh.
So just take your shirt off.
I mean, I already have your OnlyFans. It's fine.
Gosh.
You know. I know, but you know, you don't have to just see me in the shower. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the shower.
You don't need to be telling my business.
Oh my god!
Don't be telling my business about me trying to DM you while you're in the shower with your shower cap and the suds.
Hey,
wow!
Don't forget the loofah, the special loofah.
The loofah with all the bubbles.
DJ Rage.
That's how I get down.
What you got coming up?
DJ Rage.
So you know, whenever I have a day off from work, I usually do a pop up here and there. But what I do got coming up is Fierce Friday, which is happening this Friday. I'll be doing the 12 a.m. set.
Ooh.
So I'll do the last set for that. It's a late night for me. Mm-hmm. Then I don't know if Fierce wants to bring this up, and he wants to probably introduce it. But we have something going on Saturday we're putting together. But on Saturday, that and probably I have a little get together I have to go to, so I won't probably be streaming during the day. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream while I'm over there. A little pop up at the party.
You did, huh?
I did it last time, but it's just so it's hard when it's not your equipment and you don't have your computer there. And I was streaming on my phone, so then Sunday I'll probably do another pop up here. I don't know. Then Whoa, what was that?
What's what? What are you looking at?
No, I
are
heard
you
someone...
okay? Is your plane going down or what? You
I
good?
was like, what was
What was
You
that?
got turbulence and shit?
I'm getting
the
turbulence
hell?
on my plane right now.
No.
But no, yeah, they got that. Then I have Furious interviews Saturdays. Then if I, Dance or Home, I haven't got my schedule for Dance or Home. The last Dance or Home I did was last Saturday. I had so much fun. Number 24,
Oh, that was
Chicago
so much
represent.
fun.
I know my Chicago peeps aren't here. Thank you for having me.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're representing Chicago, let's see it in chat, please.
Yeah, and I love doing Dance or Home. I would time was so much fun. But that's what I got going on. So then I got my trip I'm gonna drive up to San Francisco and I'm gonna get that burrito.
Right? Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rent a car.
Better not be kidding.
Or maybe I should take
a
train. Maybe I should take a train up there.
I'll go
can I
half
take a
on
train?
you, whatever.
Let's
There's
do
not a
it.
direct train.
Yes.
Not a direct train.
Yes.
And then we'll all like FaceTime Von Kiss.
Yes.
And let her know.
And I'll be like drooling at home.
They'll bring one home for you.
But yeah, that's what I got going on.
Buy an extra one and then just drive by your pad and just do a drive by.
No,
hours away, but
I could do that. And I just
On the
drop
way
it
back.
off. I'll be like,
I'm saying on the way
here
back.
You go. I'm back from San Francisco. Here it is.
Yep. Drive by burrito in.
oh my god, that'd be fun.
Oh wow. Savo, what you got coming up?
Shit. This is it. This is my life.
This
Fired
your
Up and
life?
Furious. That's all. That and fans, you can subscribe 1995. Watch me in the shower with teddy bears and all kinds of other. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans. If you guys get on OnlyFans and start looking for me and shit, god damn it.
Yo, is there a Savo on OnlyFans?
But
I will freaking die,
OnlyFans,
dude.
Stop lying.
started OnlyFans started as an artist profile. It was an artist thing for artists to profile their art. It wasn't for rights. You feel me? So, but
like Twitch was
no,
for gamers, right?
yeah, it used to be just gamers. Then they added more categories.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm still waiting to find. I don't know, man. I might get some tools and drill a hole in this new table.
I notice your mic is not up.
Yeah, my table's 5 inch.
Ooh.
So my clamp to my mic doesn't fit anymore. But the rest of it's set up. I got new speakers. I got a new Bomb S mixer. Excited for the first art stream that we have. I'm an artist on Twitch. I try DJing, but I leave that up to my friends because they're dope at it. But yeah, so that's it, Furious. I got a lot going on in my eye. So catch me on my social media.
Yeah, make sure you check out Savo on his IG. You can see a lot of his artwork on there, and I just posted up in the chat. So
and this weekend I'll be posting a shower snap on my IG. So
sounds great, man. I'll be there. Let us know what the time. Hopefully Snoop Dogg pops in too. Then it'll be great.
Snoop does. He pops in a lot. He pops in a lot. He pops in a whole lot on my streams. Snoop loves any of my streams.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So those of you that know, obviously you're familiar with this channel, you do know that we started a nightclub called the Furious Friday Nightclub, virtual nightclub, right? And Von Kiss says she's down to do it like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So we'll get her on that. So it's gonna go on every Friday. We're gonna have DJs rotating. I'll be bringing guest DJs from other markets as well, bringing them on the Furious Friday Nightclub to DJ that. So we got that going on. This Sunday is Subscriber Sunday. So if you're a subscriber to the Furious Zone, it's going on 1 p.m. Pacific time, right there on this channel right here. All right. And as the first time we did it, it was like such a shit show. I don't even fucking know, dude. People are throwing songs left and right. My computer was crashing. So what you got to do this time, if you're going to request a song, Go on my IG at DJ Furious 619. There's gonna be that there's gonna be a post on there about Subscriber Sunday. Go ahead and put the name of your username on Twitch, put the name of the artist and the name of the title, and then I'll have the song ready. Because then if I don't have the song ready and it's a brand new song, my computer starts analyzing, and then next thing you know, it's crashing. So that's coming up on Sunday. And as Rage would allude to it, we started figuring out some things like. But honestly, like a lot of the vibe, and Savo's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like this. So a lot of the vibe we hear, like I've been hearing amongst all our different communities, it's like all old school hip hop. Nonstop old school hip hop and R&B, nonstop. And so me and Ray started putting our heads together. Okay, we need to do something different. And so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start another virtual nightclub on Saturdays. And it's going to be based on Las Vegas type nightclub-ish music. You know what I'm saying?
Did he cut out? Did he cut out for you guys, or was that just for me?
So
I heard it.
Yes, and it's going to be called. We're going to call it Club X. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be.
Wait.
What? Who's that? Who's that? Anyways.
What was that?
I don't know. You guys
my house. Sorry, my son was coming in the door.
All right, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. More to follow on that one, but that's what we got coming up.
I just don't like EDM. That's all, bro.
I know.
It's not gonna be
no EDM, no techno.
It's
not gonna be all EDM, bro.
Not all.
Jay
was gonna be some.
So what? How do you say his name? JV. JV, I love that dude, man.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. Swear to
Yeah,
God, that
his
dude
house
be doing
though.
like 7-8 hours of fucking bomb ass house music. It's different. House music's different though than techno and EDM.
Okay. Cool.
Well, of course.
Well, I know Von Kiss. I know Von Kiss can trap it out. You can trap it out, right?
Oh yeah, Von. Come on.
Von can.
Her sets. I've sat there and listened to her whole entire set.
out.
Like, God damn.
She can trap it out. I know she can trap it out.
I'm gonna ask her to go on the Club X nightclub too. So, but yeah, so we'll be asking a bunch of our friends. Obviously, a bunch of our friends are Vegas DJ friends, our headliner friends. So we'll be asking them to come play at this nightclub. You know what I'm saying? And get down. So that's what we got coming up. And so Von Kiss, it was a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
That was
episode
fun. That was
15.
fun.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to see you all connect with 360. I've never met you in person, and Savo, I don't think I've met you in person either. Have I?
I've been where you are, but I don't talk to girls. I don't talk to girls. That's why I'm on Twitch.
But yeah, and when I ever do get back up to the Bay Area, I'm gonna holler at you 360. So
Let's go. Let's do it. We'll go get burritos. We can bond over burritos.
So Von Kiss, we started this new tradition. I think it was the last episode with E-Rock, right? That whoever the guest is, they get to choose who we're gonna raid.
Oh yeah, let's see who's on.
Let's see.
We gotta raid. You gotta raid.
Appreciate you, G man. I seen you. I see you, G man. Thank you, man. Cinema. What's up, Cinema?
So yeah, shout out to the chat, yo. Let me go peep this
Jay
out
Lust,
while she's
Verz
looking.
is here. Veronica.
Verz is the man. Verz. Yo, shout out to Verz making his partner too. Let me shout him out.
Finally,
Verz made his partner. Yo, big shout out to him, dude.
Sydney, Australia's in the building.
Who's that?
Q Point.
Yo, what up with Q Point? Sydney, Australia's in the building. What's
Modern
good?
Picasso. I'll see you guys.
Make sure you follow my man DJ Senum. He's part of the Furious Friday DJs as well. Make sure you guys
Miss JB. It wouldn't be a stream without Miss JB.
Oh, it wouldn't. Miss Judy B is a day one of this channel. I'm telling you, there was a Rage knows. It would just be Rage, Savo, and Judy B, and then my two kids, and Mrs. Furious that's on. So, six people.
Furious to get mad at me when he goes, "Yo, are you logged in yet? Did you log in and on my stream?
Open a browser, man. Damn, just open a goddamn browser.
At least open a browser and log in, so at least you're in there.
Help a homie out.
The numbers. We need the numbers.
Got to.
Did you pick yet, Von Kiss?
Huh?
Who we rating?
Okay, so it's tough because it's like you gotta okay, I'm sure you guys know and already go through it where you're like, oh damn, this person's on and this person's on and this person's on. So you bounce around.
Take it personal.
So yeah, no, you gotta go in and out and check everybody out and show love. But my homegirl is DJing right now, and she's comedy and she's fucking a phenomenal DJ, and she's hella entertaining to watch. So I gotta go with Bella Fiasco.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Bella.
I know it's Bella. Bella's the shit.
We going there.
Bella's
going
the shit.
there.
She's a homie. She's a homie, and she's just fun to watch because she has that engagement down where it's like, yeah, she's a great DJ and she's playing great records, but she's also funny and like relatable and like she chops it up. So it's entertainment at its finest. Twitch entertainment.
She is, and that's another thing to a lot of the streamers. Make sure you watch other channels and then you kind of watch what they're doing. Yeah. To kind of give you an idea of what obviously with your own personality, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's definitely dope.
But I seen Bella was rocking 70s like slow rock or whatever one day.
Killing it.
I was like, what the fuck? This young Tinder knows music. Boy, I swear to God.
No, she comes from a musical family. Her dad is a musician.
You know what I'm
Her
saying?
dad's a musician.
She's insane, man. She's definitely insane.
Yeah. All right.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, chat. You know the deal. Once we get to Bella's page, I want you guys to spam our emotes everywhere up in there and let them know you came from the Fired Up and Furious podcast.
Follow Von.
Yeah, make sure you follow. Hit that button. Follow DJ Von Kiss if you haven't hit that yet. All right.
Also, one more thing. I forgot. So I announced that I do stream Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But this Wednesday is like one of my best friend's birthdays, and I'm actually not going to stream 3 to 5 on Wednesday. So just this Wednesday, but going forward.
Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Except this Wednesday.
So when I'm doing the snack time vibes, I know who to raid on Wednesday, stuff like that,
There you go.
All right, you guys, your chat, stand by. Hey, don't forget, man. Go spam them.
Spam.
Bella Fiasco. Hope I spelled that right. Let me see that. Let me check it.
Yeah, it's DJ Bella Fiasco.
Okay, got it. We got it. All right, make sure you spam her. Tell them we're gonna say what's up to her and just style. Let's go. Thanks a lot, Furious Zone. I appreciate you. Check you out.
See you next Monday.
I'm on in the morning show. Let's go.
Thank you, Von Kiss.
Everybody hang out in the Zoom. Hold on, Zoom. Hold on. All right, boom. We are going there. Let's see what she's saying. Let's see what's going on there. Can you hear it?
She over here getting down.
She's getting down right now.
It just be tripping me out because she's 20 some years old, like 20 and a half. She just knows music, boy. I swear to God.
She's in the zone, man.
She's in her zone right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know how I am with DJs that talk a lot too. She be having moments.
Why on tapping on my shoulder and tell me why I just got rated? DJ Furious 619, thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome folks here. Welcome DJ Furious. Make sure you guys follow DJ Furious 619. Thank you, I appreciate it. Reefy, thank you for the resub. Amber, thank you.
That's that.
Yo.
Oh, Vaughn, that's what I was gonna say to you real